Okay guys, we're back for our last video for the week and last assignment. So we're going to be talking about solving quadratic equations now. So last time we were given the standard form ax squared plus bx plus c, but now we're going to have it equal to 0 where a does not equal 0, okay? So we're going to set the standard form equation equal to 0 and we're going to be solving. So there are two square roots numbers greater than for numbers greater than 0. Okay, so again, there are two square roots for numbers greater than 0. I said that wrong the first time. Okay, so when it comes to a quadratic equation, it can have two solutions, one solution, or no solutions, and that's the symbol for no solution. Okay, so we're going to work through some problems. It's a lot easier than you're probably thinking right now. Okay, so together questions. We have x squared minus 4 is equal to 0. I'm solving for x, okay? Just like you did with the one-step and two-step, except this time we have an x squared, so we're going to be using a square root symbol to get x. Okay, so I'm going to add 4. Then I'm left with x squared is equal to a positive 4. X squared is the 4, so I need to take the square root of both sides. So the square root of x squared is x. Remember, when we take the square root of a positive number, we're going to have positive and negative, and the square root of 4, which what times what, gives me 4, but it's the same number, 2. Okay, so this is my answer. Oh, now you guys can see it. So now we have x squared is equal to 0. So I take the square root. Once you have x squared equal to the number, you can take the square root. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of 0, just 0. Okay? Simple as that. Remember, if you guys ever have questions, you can just email me any questions. Okay, we have 6 more problems to get through. Okay, the next one, x squared plus 4 equal to 0. So my first step is to subtract 4 from both sides. So I'm left with x squared is equal to negative 4. Once I'm here, x squared equal to a number, I take the square root. The square root of negative 4, right? What did we say about the negative being inside the square root? We can't do that one, right? We can't take the square root of a negative number. So this one is actually not x equals. We have a no solution. Okay? It's undefined. You can either write undefined or write no solution. Okay, D, x squared equals 25. I have x squared equal to a number, so I can take the square root. I get x equals. This is a positive number, so I have a plus and a minus. The square root of 25 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Okay, let's move on to the next one. X squared plus 25 is equal to 25. Subtract 25 from both sides. So I have x squared is equal to 25 minus 25 is 0. Okay, sometimes we move it over and it cancels it out. So I take the square root. X is equal to 0. That is my answer. Over here, this one's a little trickier. I have to subtract 27 first. So I get 3x squared is equal to a negative 27. Am I done? No. I have this 3 attached to it, so I'm going to divide by 3. Then I have x squared by itself, because 3 and 3 cancel out. Negative 27 divided by 3 is negative 9. Now I take the square root. I have a negative inside my square root. What happens? Undefined. Or no solution. Okay, whichever one you guys would like to write, but you have to recognize when the negative's in the inside, that is a no can do. Okay, 2 more. X squared plus 4 is equal to 7. Remember, these are all quadratic equations. Now we're just solving for them using the square root. So we're putting what we've learned in the last 2 days together to solve. So I'm going to subtract 4. X squared is equal to 3. So I take the square root. I get x is equal to, is something times something equal to 3? 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 2 is 4, so there's really nothing squared that would give us 3. So this is going to be a rational number. So we're going to still keep our positive and negative because 3 is bigger, right? It's a positive, so we're going to have 2 answers. And we just leave it as the square root of 3. Okay? Careful with this one. Okay, over here, we're going to add 4. So I have 2x squared is equal to 72. I have this 2 attached, so I need to divide by 2. So I get x squared is equal to what? You said 36, you're right. I have x squared is equal to 36. Now I can take my square root. X squared becomes x. I know this is going to be a positive and a negative. Plus and minus because we have the square root of 36. Okay, it's a positive number. What times what gives you 36 and it's the same number? 6. So our answer is x equals plus or minus 6. Okay, that is what I have for you guys today. Okay, so finish copying these down and then go ahead and get started on the questions that I gave for you to do on your own. Use this video, use these problems to help you. And if you have any questions, please shoot me an email. Don't stress yourself out. And let me know if there's anything I could do. You guys have a great week.